This means that to restore rivers, it's much more sustainable if we work to restoring the flows and the sediment loads and the connectivity of the river system than if we simply try to go in and build some idealized form in the channel. Dynamic channels have the highest ecological value and habitat diversity. Active channel migration creates complex geomorphic features that provide the habitat. This is an example from the Trinity River in Northern California. Here you have the banks being eroded. That creates a deep pool, which is very good for large fish. As this bank erodes, there's a point bar that is deposited and builds out, and that creates a shallow water habitat for juvenile fish. You also have trees falling in. They create complexity and cover for fish. So this dynamically migrating channel creates the best ecological habitat. So to reverse this degradation of rivers, we see a global trend towards river restoration. This is not new. There are roots going back to the 19th century. One example is this wonderful project done by Frederick Law Olmsted in Boston called the Emerald Necklace, where he took an old stream channel that had been polluted and ruined and rejuvenated it so that it carried runoff from the city to the Back Bay in Boston, but it did so slowly and through wetlands so that it purified the water and created a park at the same time. In North America or Australia, basically the New World, where we had Europeans settle and alter the system relatively recently. Now, a key point relevant to the Four Rivers Project. When you look at definitions of restoration in North America, Europe, Japan, you do not see any of these that would consider dams, dikes, or dredging as restoration. And in fact, when you look at legislation in the U.S. or in the European Union and the member states, these activities are identified as stressors, impacts to the system. So to call a project that involves dams, dikes, and dredging as restoration is completely inconsistent with international uses. Real river restoration implies restoring natural processes and habitats, and as I'll argue, preferably allowing the river to do most of the work itself.